Okay, this is Nate for the Young Writer Society. Today what I'm going to be showing you is a cool new feature that I just finished developing yesterday. It's called Novels and Novellas. And basically what it does is it goes ahead and it takes all the chapters that you posted to your novel here on YWS and it puts it together in one project, one easy to go place. So let's go ahead and get started. So first here what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to read/write because I'm going to start a new project. Now I go down here, if you go here to the fiction forums, you'll notice a bunch of new subforums. You have action adventure novels, you have fan fiction novels, you have fantasy novels, and so on and so forth. I've already gone ahead and I've started two different projects under action adventure novels, so I'm going to go there. Now here I have two different projects I've started on. I have the Shadow series, which I just have a chapter 1 to, and I have the Misadventures in Toyland, which I've already posted a chapter 1, a prologue, and chapter 3. So I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to start a new project here. I'm going to create a new one. And I'm just going to start with Misadventures in Toyland chapter 3. I could start with chapter 1, doesn't matter. I'm just going to go ahead and do chapter 3. And so right away, since I haven't created a project for the Misadventures in Toyland yet, I get this message here asking me, is this a new project you're working on? It is a new project, but I'm just going to go ahead and say for the heck of it, no, it is not a new project. And so when you say that, what it does is it brings up a list of current projects you're working on and asks you to click the correct project to associate this with. So you have Dummy Chapter 1, Dummy Chapter 2, and Dummy Chapter 3. Those are three projects that I've created. It's asking me, is it going to be part of one of those projects? And just for heck of it, I'm going to say Dummy Chapter 2. And it says you have chosen to associate this piece with your project title, Dummy Chapter 2. Is this correct? No, it's actually not, so I'm going to click on No. Takes me back to the list here. I'm going to click oops, this is the new project. I made a mistake. Takes me back to the front. Ask me again, is this a new project you're working on? Yes, and it says great. So now I'm just going to go ahead and click on edit novel, and now I can begin creating my project here. So I'm just going to take out this chapter 3 part, so it's just Tidy Ruxpin's Misadventures in Toyland. And then here for the synopsis, I'm just going to write something short right now, nothing big. So about Teddy Ruxpin's crazy misadventures with his pal Grubby in Toyland. Okay, and now I can go down here to plot. I'm not going to really type much right now. I'm just going to say there is no plot whatsoever. This makes, and I can go ahead and I can use BB code if I want, so I'm going to put this in italics. Literally no sense whatsoever. Okay, so I got my title, synopsis, and plot filled out. That's step 1. Now I'm going to go and proceed to step 2. Step 2, I can select cover art for my novel. I'm just going to go with the astronaut since I like the astronaut one, but there's a bunch of other ones that you could choose from. Just going down the list here real quick. So I went with astronaut, submit and proceed to step 3. And here, edit cover details. Now, I can go and select the color for my cover. Since the astronaut cover is kind of a dark one, I'm going to go with white here, so I'm just going to put down white. Now remember, this is in hex code format. And down here, you actually have a list to a bunch of color hex codes, and FFFFFF is white. Next, you go here and you see bot. You can put anything here you like. I can leave it as Nate, my username. I can change it to my real name, although I do not suggest doing this if you are under the age of 18. Or I could change to just Lee, but for now I'm just going to keep it as Nate. An extra, you can add a short compelling phrase to your cover for the extra touch. I'm just going to make up a quote here from an author saying, "This is better than anything I could write, Stephen King." Alright, so I'm going to submit and proceed to step 4. Now in step 4 I can go ahead and I can choose what chapters to associate with this project. So what YWS has done here, it says generate a list of possible chapters of my project below. One's already checked, that's chapter 3. And then the other ones have Misadventures in chapter 1, Misadventures of Prologue, and then I have the Shadow series. The Shadow series is not part of this project, so I'm not going to select that one. But I am going to select the Prologue in chapter 1. click submit, and I'm done. So I can go here, click here to see my project, and here we go. So I have a new novel page for it. I have Tay Ruxpin's Misadventures in Toyland by Nate. This is better than anything I could write, Stephen King. And there's no plots whatsoever, so the plot appears like on the back cover for it. Then the synopsis, the plot, a list of chapters, and then down here I can leave a comment to my work. So I'm just going to say, this is incredible for now. Post comments. Comment successfully submitted. Click here to return. And there we go. And that's all there is really to it. Now if I want to view someone else's project, I go here, go read/write, novels and novellas. Now mine is right down here, Tay Ruxpin's Misadventures in Toyland. And let's pull up Freak here by Snoik. So see, she has a cover here, she has a short compelling phrase over here, and then not really a plot right now, she just has that on the back cover. If I want to, I can leave a comment to Snoik's work. So let's go ahead, let's go back to read/write here real quick, and go back here to the action adventure novels, because I have a second project I'm working on called the Shadow series. So let's go ahead and click on that. So right away what it does is it notices that I have a similarly named project to Tay Ruxpin's Shadow series. I have Tay Ruxpin and Misadventures in Toyland. So it's asking me right away, it looks like this is part of your project titled Tay Ruxpin's Misadventures in Toyland. Is this correct? It is not correct, so I'm going to say no. And it asks me, is this a new project you're working on? It is a new project, so I'm going to click on yes. And it says great, now I can go to edit novel. And so go back through the whole process. I'm not really going to do much right now. I'm just going to take out this chapter 1 from Tay Ruxpin's Shadow series. Make sure I go down here and click submit to save the changes. But I can stop right now and come back to edit this at a later time. So I just go back to read/write, novels and novellas. And I have Tay Ruxpin's Shadow series right here. So if I want to, I can go ahead and I can edit this again, pull it up, or I can go back to the chapter itself, and now there's an edit novel button right here that I can click on. That'll take me to the edit novel portion of it as well. So that's all there is to it. That's the new novels and novellas section. I hope you have fun with it, and see you later. Bye bye.